Have you ever felt that there is a hidden language within life? A set of profound truths known only to a select few, whispered through the ages and revealed to those chosen by God. There exists a mystery that transcends mere physical signs, one that is not etched on the body but inscribed deep within the soul. God, in His infinite wisdom, does not mark His people with visible symbols that the world can see. Instead, He seals them with spiritual imprints that reveal a truth beyond human understanding. These marks are invisible to the eye yet unmistakably evident to those who carry them. You might imagine that being chosen by God means an existence of ease and abundance, filled with material comforts and worldly pleasures. But the reality is far richer and far more demanding. The true children of God do not measure their worth by the transient wealth of this world. They are defined by an inner transformation, a burning purpose that reshapes their very identity and sets them apart from all that is ordinary. And here is a truth that may startle you. Not everyone who claims to follow God bears these marks. There is a profound difference between those who simply utter His name and those who have been genuinely sealed by His Spirit. Consider for a moment the inner workings of the heart. Many live their lives convinced that mere belief is enough, that faith in God's name will secure their place among the chosen. Yet faith without the evidence of transformation is like a candle that flickers without ever truly lighting the darkness. The Bible tells us that God's true children are identified by a series of unmistakable signs, 7 marks that cannot be mimicked, purchased, or feigned. These signs separate the genuine from the counterfeit, the transformed from those who merely pay lip service to His name. Now, take a moment to ask yourself, do you bear these marks? Reflect on your own heart, for the path of true discipleship is not measured by outward appearances or religious routines, but by an inner renewal that only God can accomplish. There is a call here, a summons to examine oneself in the brilliant light of divine truth. This message is not common knowledge. It is a revelation reserved for those who are prepared to seek, listen, and surrender fully to the call of the Almighty. If you are still with me, then you are already on a quest for something deeper, something authentic that transcends the superficial trappings of this world. And by the end of this message, I promise that you will see yourself in a way you never have before. But before we continue on this transformative journey, if you are eager to grow in spiritual wisdom and to receive more revelations that will challenge and change your life, please subscribe to this channel and activate notifications. This is only the beginning of an extraordinary voyage into the mysteries that separate the truly chosen from the rest. Let us now delve deeper into the very essence of what it means to be chosen. The transformation that marks the true believer begins with the heart. It is not enough to know the scriptures or to participate in religious rituals. What matters is a heart that has been completely remolded by God's love. In the book of Ezekiel, God promises, "I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. I will remove the heart of stone from your flesh and give you a heart of flesh." This is not merely a change in behavior, it is a profound internal revolution. Think of Saul, once a fierce persecutor of God's people, whose life was irrevocably altered when he encountered Jesus on the road to Damascus. He became Paul, a man whose entire existence was redirected by the power of divine love. This kind of transformation is the first and most vital mark of the chosen. Without a transformed heart, all other claims of faith remain hollow and unfulfilled. It is also important to understand that the true chosen do not cling to worldly pursuits. Before God, the glitter of riches, the allure of comfort, and the temporary thrill of luxury hold no ultimate value. Instead, those who have been sealed by God recognize that the true treasures of life are not found in material wealth, but in the eternal riches that are stored in heaven. Have you ever noticed that many who seem to have it all in the eyes of the world still suffer from an inner emptiness? They chase after wealth and success, believing these will bring lasting security. yet their hearts remain restless and unfulfilled. This is because when riches replace God in one's life, nothing can ever fill that void. But when your heart is transformed by His love, even the simplest of means is sufficient, and you are rich beyond measure in ways that the world cannot comprehend. There is a clear demarcation between those who merely claim to have faith and those whose lives are truly marked by it. The Bible teaches that true faith is evident not in words, but in action. It is not enough to simply speak about God. One must live in a way that unmistakably reflects His character. The true chosen carry an unyielding love for the truth, a truth so profound that it challenges their very way of life. When the truth of God confronts a person, it does not simply please the ears. It compels them to transform. Many may profess faith, but when the inevitable trials of life strike, only the truly marked remain steadfast. They do not waver when confronted with hard truths that disturb their comfort or challenge their ambitions. Instead, they embrace the truth even when it requires sacrifice, for they understand that genuine love for God demands such surrender. Now, I invite you to participate in something transformative. I understand that your time is valuable, but because you are here, because you are committed to the love of God, I need you to take a moment and declare something powerful over your life. The spoken word holds the power to reshape destiny. Right now, if you feel stirred by these truths, write in the comments below, "I trust that God will give me victory to overcome every obstacle." I will personally heart every response, knowing that such declarations are the seeds of transformation. A heart that has been broken, reshaped, and renewed by God's love is the very first mark of being chosen, and without that change, nothing else matters. Many people pride themselves on being religious. They attend services, study scriptures, and may even appear righteous to the world. Yet, if their hearts remain unchanged, if they continue to pursue the fleeting pleasures of this world, then they have not truly been transformed by God. It is not enough to merely claim the name of the Lord. One must live in a manner that reflects His truth in every moment. The Bible is clear. God does not judge by outward appearances but by the condition of the heart. And a transformed heart, one that has been remade by His grace, will always shine with the evidence of eternal change. The journey of the chosen is not a journey of comfort. Many believe that to follow God is to enjoy a life free of hardships. But the truth is that being marked by God often means facing trials that test one's faith to its very core. There is a profound difference between temporary ease and the enduring strength that comes from walking in faith. The chosen are not exempt from life storms. Rather, their strength is proven by how they weather them. Consider the story of Job, a man who, despite being prosperous and respected, faced unimaginable losses. His wealth, his family, and his health were stripped away, yet he did not abandon his faith. Instead, he persevered through the pain and emerged, in time, with even greater blessings than before. This perseverance is the second unmistakable mark of the chosen. It is not the absence of hardship that defines you, but the steadfastness of your faith in the midst of it. As you reflect on your own life, think about how you respond to challenges. Do you turn to God when difficulties arise, or do you find yourself questioning His presence? The true marked ones do not allow trials to shake their resolve. They understand that each hardship is an opportunity for growth, a divine test that refines their character and strengthens their commitment to God's eternal plan. In these moments, they cling not to the temporary comforts of this world, but to the unchanging promises of God. They know that no matter how dark the night may seem, the light of God's truth will always guide them through. The unwavering love for the truth is the third essential mark of the chosen. There is a significant difference between those who casually listen to spiritual messages and those who hunger for the truth with an insatiable desire. The chosen are not content with surface-level understanding. They dive deep into the Word of God, examining every passage, questioning every doctrine, and seeking a transformation that goes beyond mere lip service. They do not shy away from the challenging aspects of faith, even when it costs them dearly. Instead, they embrace the hard truths that compel them to let go of old patterns and to renounce the empty promises of worldly pleasure. Their commitment is not merely a matter of preference or convenience. It is a deep, unyielding conviction that reshapes every aspect of their lives. This passion for truth brings us to the fourth mark of the chosen: a life defined by holiness. Holiness is not about adopting a rigid set of rules or isolating oneself from the world. It is about embodying the very character of God. The call to be holy is not optional. It is a command, as the scriptures declare, "Be holy, because I am holy." The chosen do not allow the pursuit of wealth, comfort, or status to compromise their commitment to purity. They understand that their true identity is not found in the accumulation of material possessions or in the fleeting accolades of society, but in the intimate relationship they share with God. True holiness is evident in every action, every thought, and every word. It is the mark of a person whose life is in complete alignment with the divine will. But how does one pursue such holiness in a world that constantly tempts us with the allure of sin? The answer lies in the power of prayer, a powerful, unceasing dialogue with God that fortifies the heart and aligns our desires with His will. This brings us to the fifth mark of the chosen: a life characterized by powerful prayer. The true followers of God do not view prayer as a mere ritual or a last resort in times of crisis. For them, it is the very lifeblood of their spiritual existence. They speak with boldness and authority, confident that their words are not empty but are heard by the one who holds all things in his hands. The lives of Daniel, Elijah, and even Job stand as testimonies to the transformative power of prayer. In their darkest moments, when all seemed lost, they turned to God with hearts full of trust and vulnerability. And in return, God delivered them in ways that defied human understanding. The chosen recognize that prayer is not about changing God's mind, but about changing us, molding our hearts to reflect His eternal love and wisdom. Yet, even as we speak of prayer and transformation, there is another undeniable mark that sets the chosen apart. A mark that is not achieved by human effort but bestowed by God Himself. This is the fruit of the Spirit, the tangible evidence of a life steeped in divine influence. It is not something that can be faked or manufactured. It flows naturally from a heart that has been completely surrendered to God. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These are the fruits that reveal the true nature of the chosen. They are like the sweet, ripe apples that hang from a tree, unmistakable to all who see them. When a person lives in accordance with the Spirit, their actions, their words, and their very presence become a living testament to God's transformative power. And then, there is the ultimate seal, a mark so profound and exclusive that it can only come from God. This is the seal of God, the final and most significant sign that distinguishes His true people from the rest of the world. It is not something that can be earned, bought, or replicated. It is given by God as a guarantee of redemption, a divine promise that His chosen are forever marked for eternity. As the scriptures remind us, we are sealed by the Holy Spirit for the day of redemption. This seal is the crown of authenticity, the one sign that confirms you belong to God beyond any doubt. It is the ultimate evidence of true discipleship, a confirmation that transcends words and is evident in every facet of life. Now consider what all these marks: a transformed heart, an unwavering love for the truth, perseverance through trials, a deep desire for holiness, a life of powerful prayer, the fruit of the Spirit, and the seal of God, reveal about the nature of true discipleship. The chosen are not defined by the superficial measures of worldly success. They are not driven by the pursuit of wealth, comfort, or acclaim. Rather, their identity is rooted in a profound, all-encompassing relationship with God. A relationship that demands sacrifice, perseverance, and a willingness to let go of everything that stands in the way of complete surrender. They understand that while the world may offer fleeting pleasures, only the eternal truths of God's kingdom can truly satisfy the soul. Think about the challenges you face every day. Have you ever noticed how some people, despite their outward success, remain empty inside? They chase after money and luxury, yet find no lasting fulfillment because their hearts are not anchored in God. In contrast, those who are truly chosen live with a sense of purpose and inner peace that no earthly wealth can match. They understand that every trial is an opportunity to refine their character, every setback a chance to draw closer to the divine. Their faith is not a matter of convenience. It is a constant, unwavering commitment that shapes every decision, every relationship, every breath they take. As we draw these truths together, let us reflect on your own journey. What does your life reveal about your inner transformation? Do you see evidence of the fruit of the Spirit in your actions, in the way you love, in the way you persevere through adversity? The real measure of a life transformed by God is not found in the number of church services attended or the amount of scripture memorized. It is found in the quality of your heart and the authenticity of your walk with God. This is the moment to be honest with yourself. Are you truly marked by God's seal, or have you been living with one foot in the world and one in the faith? If this message has stirred something deep within you, if you feel that the call to true discipleship is resonating in your heart, then I urge you to take action. Share this message with someone who may need to hear these truths. Your willingness to spread the word could be the catalyst that transforms another life. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel so you can continue receiving powerful revelations that will strengthen your faith and guide you on your journey toward a deeper, more authentic relationship with God. The journey of the chosen is not an easy one. It is marked by challenges, sacrifices, and moments of profound testing. Yet, through every trial, there is a promise of divine redemption. The enemy will always try to attack those who are set apart, for it is in their strength that true power is found. But remember this: no challenge, no hardship, no storm can ever remove the seal that God has placed upon you. When the world seems to be against you, when every door appears to be closing, know that God's mark on your life is unbreakable. His chosen stand firm because they understand that their worth is not determined by earthly measures, but by the eternal promise of salvation. In the end, the marks of the chosen are not just signs of a religious identity. They are a way of life. They speak of a heart that has been completely transformed by God's love, of a spirit that endures through trials with unwavering faith, and of a life that continuously seeks to reflect the holiness of its Creator. They are the evidence of a deep, abiding relationship with God, one that defies the temporary and embraces the eternal. Now, I ask you once more, what does your life say about you? Do you see in yourself the unmistakable marks of someone who has been transformed by God? Or are you still searching for that evidence, that inner renewal that sets you apart as one of His true children? The choice is yours, and it is one that will define your eternity. Embrace the call to transformation. Let go of the things that bind you to the world and step fully into the identity that God has prepared for you. As you contemplate these truths, may you find the courage to surrender every part of your life to God, knowing that His seal on your heart is the ultimate assurance of your eternal destiny. This is your moment, your opportunity to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. And remember, in every challenge, in every moment of doubt, God is with you, guiding, protecting, and transforming you from the inside out. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. May you always walk in the light of these eternal truths, and may the mark of the chosen shine brightly within you, now and forever.